Hello everyone, welcome back to the JAWA podcast. This is season 10, episode 6. We're joined by TheDoctor,
Hello.
Wolfy,
Hello.
and two special guests, LoneStar
Oh there.
and Clear.
Heyo.
Hi, welcome guys.
Thank you.
So we'll jump straight into rank changes, our usual setup. So first of all, we had Chemist who was removed. We'll not say too much about that, but we wish you all the best, Chemist, on your future endeavours in the JK community. Next, we also had Malgus who left and joined Eclipse. Again, good luck to you, Malgus. Hope everything's well. And then we had I might pronounce this wrong, and I do apologise. But I call you Ajna. I hope that's right. But she got promoted to Guardian. So congratulations.
Goes to...
That's why that were on the forums. If anybody wondered, it was Ajna. That's why. But they got promoted to Guardian. So well done, Ajna. Well deserved.
Yeah, well done.
We also had Rilo Ken. He actually ended up retiring not too long ago. So enjoy your retirement.
I got to play with Rilo, which is a shame.
I never got to play with Rilo either, to be fair.
He's a cool dude. Enjoy your
seems-
retirement, buddy.
Yeah, enjoy. We also had Legion, another long-standing member. He left. So again, good luck in your future endeavours, Legion. We'll miss you.
I won't be able to vote for him for best gen now.
Well, you won't be able to vote for him for the best skin. You'll have to vote for me instead.
Nah, it's me. What you on about?
That's a good point.
Want to vote for LoneStar.
Try and mind trick him. We also had System, who returned from retirement, and he got back his Lord rank, being an ex-council member and leader. So congratulations, System. Welcome back. We missed you.
Yeah, welcome back,
Very
buddy.
much welcome.
And is it Atlantica?
Atlantica.
Yeah, Atlantica.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry again. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. You'll learn. She went into retirement due to what I believe is just life commitment. No, she had a kid not long ago and stuff. So enjoy your retirement.
Atlantica?
Yeah,
No.
I thought she did.
No, you're thinking of someone else.
Oh, we should restart the podcast then. No, I'm not even kidding. I'll chop that bit out. I edit it. We're okay. We're chopping it. We're chopping it because
But
I'm
It was
editing
fine. It was fine.
Just
I'm
like a
chopping
woman
it.
at the very end of the podcast, say good night and goodbye. That's really the whole podcast.
I'm chopping it because I edit, so I'm chopping it. So Atlantica retired. I can't wait on it.
You can restart it if you want.
No, I'll just chop it. It's okay. And we had Atlantica who retired, so enjoy your retirement. I'm trying not to laugh.
Yeah,
Wait,
enjoy
wait,
retirement,
wait,
Atlantica. I know you've got, things going on with your kid, so...
Right, okay, no, we're restarting. Ending.
I think,
Right, that's
yeah,
it.
but like, can we invite back LoneStar into?
Yeah, he just got moved to Central.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, invite Lone Star back.
Get wrecked! Get wrecked, son!
LoneStar, what have you done?
Hey, I just ended up in Central.
Did someone move you?
I thought you did.
No, I didn't move you.
Oh, I can't move him, so.
No, I can't either.
I'm gonna blame Sith sorcery.
So sorry.
It's probably Robin just sitting there, messing around.
No, you Clear. Clear, you're clearly the sorcerer. It's you.
No! I'm telling you, dude. I can't wait to see if I get lynched so I can make y'all feel real bad.
But I am sorcerer.
Yes.
That'll be a twist, won't it?
The
Yeah.
dog
What if I-
began manipulating
The
everything.
dog beget. Oh
His
yeah.
evil laugh is just, a different version of the French laugh, just hon, 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 hon.
Oh god.
Oh. Too French.
There's a such
Right.
thing.
They might be. Being a baguette's a bit too French.
Yeah, that's true.
So rank changes. Zix returned as Padawan. So welcome back, Zix.
Welcome back.
Revenge of the Zix.
Very much welcome back. He joined pretty much at the same time I did. Obviously, I know he's been a long-standing member, but when I first joined, he also joined with me, I think.
How many
Right.
times has Zix joined the clan now? I can't even remember.
3
It's 5.
This
Oh,
is yeah, this is his 5th return to
Yeah.
the clan. So his
So I was hoping it would be 6, so that it could be like 6th time.
Revenge of the Zix.
Returning?
Yeah. Revenge of the Sick.
Yeah, but shame. You have to leave and come back. No, I'm kidding. Don't.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Another retirement. We had Shadow, who went into retirement. That's definitely well deserved. We'll miss you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Best of luck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Enjoy
Don't be
retirement, Shadow. I know you've been with us for a really long time, so
Yeah, very long.
yeah. It was since 2009, so he's got the 10-year mark down.
Nice.
That's
So
amazing.
And he's not left in between either, so very, very well deserved. 10 years.
He must be in the Hall of Fame already, I'm assuming.
yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Wow. Definitely well deserved. Have a good rest and come back soon. You have to come back too soon, just come back at the point.
Yeah.
And then we had another departure. We had Talcora, who decided to leave. We'll miss you. All the best in life.
Yeah. Take care, Tal.
Yes.
Take care.
Very much.
And the last rank change is another departure, and that is Iron Skull, who left for Eclipse. Understandably, I mean, it's his 2 best friends, so it's understandable why he left, but we will miss you, Iron.
Traitor!
Good old Tinhead.
Yeah, see you later, Ryan. Best of luck with Eclipse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
hope to still see you around.
Yeah. Well, you're not too far, so we'll still be able to.
We can still hear
See ya.
your loud tones when you get out.
Yeah.
Oh God!
It's night time.
His skin is hilarious.
His skin's great. They've changed it slightly.
Like
yeah.
I thought about this morning and I had a perfectly go all alone in my room today just because I thought I was good skin.
Yeah, yeah.
He has got a great skin. But yeah, all the best to everybody, and congratulations to those that have either returned or been promoted. Yeah, that's all the rank changes for this episode. Moving on, we've got club/events. I've combined them because they were just a mix. So we have, first of all, Evok, who returned to full admin. So well done, Evok, for getting your
Welcome
admin.
Welcome back to the team.
Welcome back.
Indeed. We also had our very own guest here, Clear, who joined the Knights Club. So well done, Clear.
Boo!
Lone Star's a Sith. Lynch Lone Star. Lynch Lone Star.
I don't think Clear getting into Knights was a good decision. Whoever did that's just insane.
Well, I mean, you know, maybe if you didn't get wrecked by me so many times, you know,
Nah, come on now.
maybe. Or you didn't steal my skin. That's another thing too.
Oh,
You stole my skin.
nah.
You
Come
stole my
on.
skin. You get wrecked. I mean, come on.
If you want to try and be a soaker in the game, at least get some skill clear. Don't be walking around as a soaker, as a fucking...
Ooh.
Yeah, you heard it here
Okay.
first.
Okay.
When the first skin you ever did?
The first one was Ayla Sakura from the cancelled Clone Wars game.
I fucking lost count, right? You've done too many.
Yeah,
I
need
once
to,
sat and watched him skin, and I'm not even kidding. I think it was my skin he was doing, and I sat there at the side of him for a good 3 hours, just watching him to try and learn, and I learned nothing.
Yeah,
Porting-
I've tried it.
Porting models from SWTOR takes the full blown because of how confusing their foldering system works.
Yeah.
And to try and find which one was mine as well. match face because I obviously customised my Swator character to look like what you see in game at the moment.
Yeah.
So we had to find each individual piece that I'd put on and the colours. Obviously, I think we changed the hair in Photoshop and everything. But, like, we just had to sort everything out, and it just took forever.
Yeah.
It was mental.
Don't sue us, LucasArts, please, thanks.
Just sue Doctor, nobody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, just you.
Wait
We're
a minute.
Yeah, well done, Claire, for getting in tonight. That's what we were originally done.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Congrats, Claire. Welcome to the team.
And then we've got a few events / clan matches that are coming up real soon. The first one I've put down is everybody's favourite, Trouble in Terrace Town, hosted by our very own Doctor. And that's on... lovely.
I'm going to say that event has mandatory attendance. You have to go.
Oh, yeah, you have to go. It's amazing. If
Yeah,
you've never
yeah.
been before, you'll love it. Like, it's real.
If you don't go, Doctor will crash the server. He'll admin abuse. You have to show up.
I'm
Gotta keep it in
not
check.
abusing. What are you
And
doing?
breathe on you.
Always a
very
bit.
Nah.
Cloud will
Um,
send his army after you. Watch out.
We will.
Fuck's sake.
So yeah, if you've never been before, I'd definitely say it's worth going. It's a fun event. Everybody seems to enjoy it and it's been a while since Doctor hosted it as well. So that'll be on Saturday, the 25th of May. Hello, Rose from editing here. Due to commitments, Doctor's actually moved Trouble in Terrace Town to the 1st of June, just for any confusion. So still go, still check it out. But yeah, 1st of June.
And if you don't go, you're a confirmed terrorist, so you better go.
Oof,
Absolutely.
harsh words.
But only
Next.
in the sense of the game.
But
Yeah,
you're
important
just being...
distinction.
You're a traitor. I'll use that terminology instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they usually call this traitors, even though it's called Trouble in Terrorist Town. I don't understand.
Yeah.
But sure. I guess calling people terrorists on the server isn't very good.
Go slightly against our admin code, only a
A little bit. Next event we've got coming up, which is slightly before the week before, is Hunt the VIP, hosted by Red Shadow. That'll be on Sunday, the 19th of May. That should be quite fun. Don't think I've played Hunt the
mandatory
VIP.
attendance. No, I don't think I have.
Hunt the VIP's alright. It needs a bit of planning to actually get it going. Because it can be quite
Red's
hard
good
to
at that
manage.
though.
Yeah.
Red's always been good at like planning for events. If he's hosting something, you know that he's took time out to like properly host it. So
Yeah.
it'll be good.
When it comes to Hunt the VIP, I'm never gonna try and host that again. The last time I hosted it, recent-ish, like a couple of months back, it just went to hell, so I just pretty much given up.
Yeah, it just looked like quite a hard one to host. I've never hosted it. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sunday 19th of May. Pop along. And then we've been invited to a event which is Last Man Standing, and that's on Saturday the 18th of May at 7 p.m. on Eclipse. So yeah, Eclipse have invited us kindly, so the more you
Right.
show up, the better.
Should be quite fun. We did like a last man standing at game night in last week, I think.
Yeah.
Really good fun. So yeah, definitely try and go to that.
Last Man
also-
Standing is always...
Yeah, they also have a plan to try out a new event afterwards. So
Oh, they do, yeah. Definitely, yeah. So if you stick around to the end, get to trial that out, which would be fun.
Aye.
And then we've got 2 clan matches. The first one is, again, Eclipse. That is on Thursday the 16th of May. We've got a clan match then. And then we also have a clan match with NGN on Saturday the 18th of May. Like I say, we NGN. So we've got quite a busy weekend on the weekend of 18th and 19th, to be fair.
Yeah.
We'll go... Is NGN's on in NGN? is it?
No, it'll be on the event server.
Right, okay. So basically, go to NGN's event, go to NGN's clan match, Eclipse's event, and then day after, Red's event. It's gonna be a fun, packed
Yeah.
weekend,
And
which is nice.
if
The weekends for me
anyone-
are always like the best time to get on.
Yeah. Most people are off work and stuff, aren't they, in school? So
yeah,
always best.
and
So yeah, something fun.
if anyone from Eclipse or NGN are watching, get wrecked in advance.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, Clear's gonna be there most likely, so maybe not.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
not gonna be there Thursday. I might be there Saturday.
Oh,
so.
we'll be alright on Thursdays then.
Oh, okay. We'll see. We'll see. I hope you lose 2-0. Honestly, like I hope you lose without me terribly, just so you know. You just have to know that you can't win without me.
No, realistically, we just need to go in voice and have John Terry join us drunk as usual.
I did that not long ago. I remember that. He just popped in, he were hammered, he was screaming down microphone, it was quite
is it
funny.
really?
He does
And they were
that
trying to do a clan match.
every single night's practice. He joins the voice chat and starts
Yeah.
just spewing random drunk shit.
Brilliant.
That's the beauty of John Terry. Like,
Did he not do that in the league as well?
I can't even remember if he did that during the
'Cause
league.
I remember it was Doug as well last league, but
yeah, I think he did.
I
Trying
don't
to
know. I forgot he was in the voice chat or not.
There was a lot of people in voice chat, to be fair,
Yeah,
on
it
like
was. Yeah.
we had like Robin and Jacko there as well, so it was quite fun while I
JT,
was there streaming.
you're a disgrace to me. How dare you? How
That's
dare
a
you
bit.
turn up to the league drunk? That's unacceptable.
He didn't participate. He weren't even on bloody server.
I'm
He's fine.
gonna have to demote you to initiate and bring the rank back just to put you on initiate.
Just for you.
Oh,
That sounds
I
like
remember
leader
it.
talk.
I remember them days where like there were so many ranks that it was just too much. It was, it were hefty.
Yeah, I like the ranks as they stand now.
Mm,
Yeah, they're
me
good.
too. There's,
Yeah, 'cause I
there's
think-
just enough.
Yeah, a few years ago it was kind of confusing because it was like there was so many blue ranks,
Yeah,
and the first couple you moved through pretty quickly. So it was just like you join, and then it was like promotion, 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 and then it was like 6 months later.
yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
so,
much.
like you could become like becoming a deck like 2 or 3 months. max.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then
Didn't tell
become,
long.
like within 4 or 5 months. And,
Just shows how inactive I were though, because I think I only got 3 or 4 ranks, and you could get them really fast, and I was like that inactive.
yeah, I was really active back in the day. I was like active pretty much every day, and I go from initiative by the 1 less than a month. So
Yeah, I got up to Jedi when I first joined, and that was in almost a year. And you got through the first few ranks quite fast, so I
think
clearly.
Guardian like 8 months or so. I can't remember.
Yeah, I've been Guardian since September now.
I
I'm proud.
I should be proud.
Yeah, you should be. And speaking of Wolfie being proud,
Oh dear.
it was his anniversary that he forgot about.
Yeah,
And
then
nobody
reminded us.
noticed. It was on the 8th of May, and he's now officially been in the clan for 9 years. How have you survived?
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You old but 1 day younger than Rose.
That's true. I haven't
Like you've not left since or anything like that, so it's
No,
Yeah.
I haven't.
big
Like,
achievement.
but it still feels like it's been frozen since I left the council in 2016. So
Yeah.
I've been living these past 3 years in stasis, and nothing has budged since.
Yeah, but I mean it's a great achievement, and
Look at you now. You're on the podcast and still active in that
Yeah,
sense.
I'm doing stuff that's not proposed.
still on
which is
post
incredible.
after all this time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Won't be long until he hits the 10-year mark and gets a little badge on his wiki.
I know,
Yeah.
to go with all your many other badges, which
I
I'm
do
looking
have a
at
lot.
now. Got a lot.
Um,
You've
I
got
have,
quite,
like, yeah,
Hall of Fame contribution. You've done a lot in the past. Now.
I have.
We're proud.
Thank you. I'm Twitter as well.
Well, congratulations, Wolfie.
Thank you, thank you.
And then we've also got more announcements. We've got a wallpaper contest currently going up. That is run by Doc. That's until May 21st. That's the deadline. So get your submissions in now. Do it.
And it's like a spring or summer theme.
It's spring.
Yeah,
because
spring.
spring's-
So anything springy, you know. Don't just put a spring in as a submission. Just
Or do. Make a whole wallpaper based on springs.
Or just
Why
put a
not?
doctor in a trash can. That works too.
Yeah, we did that last
But-
one.
no,
Oh,
that's
rats.
just that. No.
Iron's submission for the last wallpaper contest. A doctor was in a bin or trash.
I remember
Which
when
is pretty funny.
he reused that and put it on the wiki and did a little edit where I was just in a
Yeah.
trash can. So to retaliate, I edited the wiki and just I was sort of going out of my mini icon thing, and I also edited Irons because he was directly below me, and I was just kicking him in the head.
Yeah. And then somebody else did something as well. We're like Nightwing to someone or whatever, and they were like leaning out of their picture, and their
it
head
was
was
like
popping out. Or
he
something.
was poking Helena in the head or something.
Yeah. That was a fun like few days. Like that was great.
Oh, I miss the old days.
I know. But yeah, put your
Before
submission.
I existed, so you know.
Like the old days were like 2014.
My good old days are like probably 2013,
I don't know. Like,
where I
the
was
old
barely
days, really.
active.
The old times.
It's just like now then. Haha.
Excuse me, I'll have you know, I'm quite active now. Thank you very much. I've been on a lot recently, so
Yeah, she plays all the time when you're not on.
yeah. I streamed last League, and I went to Eclipse's stuff and whatnot. I've been around. People see my face. People know who I am.
Yeah, I see
You
your
can't.
face every day. I don't.
I'm kind of a big deal. Oi. I get to see your face and all my half.
Pretty good.
Podcast turns into relationship counselling for Doctor and Rose. Should be a special segment.
Just the three of us chiming in our opinions on your relationship.
Like,
I
I
mean,
think
you
you
could-
need to work on it.
You could dedicate a whole section to just convincing Doctor monster.
Oh yeah.
That's probably a good idea too.
I'm not a monster. What are you on about?
You
No,
are.
drinking monster.
You're drinking Monster all the time.
Like the
Alright,
energy
yeah.
drink.
He's literally drinking one right now.
Yeah, no surprise.
No, I'm
Flavour.
not worried about it.
I've just seen you put it up to your mouth and take a sip.
Nah,
I can see you.
she's lying, guys.
I'm
Don't.
not lying.
She can also see
know what?
you, but
One of these days, I'm just going to start filming what he's doing when he's saying, nah, she's lying, and I'm going to film it for evidence. Just pop it back.
Nah, she's
Just
she's
about
hallucinating. She's drinking all the monster. It's sending her insane.
yeah,
Not
Doctor, if
drinking
you do
anymore.
that, can you please put an anonymous mask and do that, please?
Yeah, anonymous mask, yeah.
What flavour monster is it?
It's just the
green
plain
one.
one, the green one.
Ah, fair. Yeah, the original.
Original,
Aye, I'm all original, me.
I love the mango one.
Yeah, I like the mango
That's
one.
so good. Like, I love most of them, but, like, the mango one's just... Oh, I love mango, so...
Too much sugar for me.
I don't have enough sugar. As you know, sometimes if I go a whole day without having any bit of sugar, I start to shake. I think I've got an actual addiction. Like-
Yeah.
It's quite bad. If I don't have chocolate for like a few days, I go insane.
Where's the dark chocolate though? Because dark chocolate is like... That's
Ugh, I'm not really a big fan of dark chocolate. I like milk
Oh.
chocolate, white chocolate,
or shame.
and stuff. I know. I've got
Yeah.
some white Milky Bar buttons next to me that I've already eaten.
Uncultured.
I mean, I like
just-
old chocolate, but
This morning I finished off some twirl bites. I like twirls, and I like
Oh, great.
twirls are really nice. I'm not really fussing with my chocolate as long as it ain't got fruit in it and as long as it won't kill me.
Oh, I agree with that. It's absolutely disastrous when you put
Oh.
anything other than chocolate in chocolate. It's just-
Exactly.
Agreed.
Like, when it's got fruit in it, it makes me just no. And if it's got nuts in it, I'll just die. So
Nuts is
Quite-
fine, but like
I quite like
fruit-
flavored chocolate though, like mint
Oh,
chocolate
no.
or coffee
yeah.
chocolate.
mint coffee chocolate's so good. Oh, I love coffee chocolate and mint
No,
chocolate.
but my mom bought this thing. Like it was like white chocolate with like rice puff in it. Like so it's like super crispy. It's weird.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I know.
One thing I don't like is we have a chocolate bar here called Crunchy, and it's like, is it honeycomb or something? I
It's
hate
honeycomb.
Crunchies.
I like crunchy.
I cannot stand Crunchy. Do you know when I buy a chocolate bar, I want chocolate. I don't want a thin layer of chocolate around a honeycomb.
But when you eat
Crunch is
chocolate, you
nice.
just bite into it, or do you just like let it melt in your mouth?
Yeah, I like it where it melts in my mouth.
Yeah, it's the best.
Crunches
Yeah.
can
Oh.
melt in your mouth.
Crunchies are vile.
Crunchies are great.
Whenever I used to, when I was younger, I used to get selection boxes and stuff for Christmas. I would take out the crunches and give it to my dad. And now, if I ever got a selection box, I'd give them to Doctor because he likes
Yeah.
them. Like, there's always somebody apparently that I'm living with that likes crunches when I don't, so I give it.
Clearly, you just got the perfect people around you. You just give them all the
know.
stuff they don't like. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I just can't stand it, and like, I don't know. I like my chocolate to be chocolate, and that's that pretty much. I just
Yeah,
love
like they are in my top two for sure.
Yeah, like my favorite snack is chili Doritos with melted chocolate, like dunked in melted chocolate.
Oh, that's
my-
weird. No, that's.
Oh
that-
no, it's good. You need to try it. It's right nice.
When have you ever had that?
Several times, just not here.
The
I have
best
it when
thing
I'm at my
ever
mum and
is, like,
dad's.
It's like when you spread Nutella, like you make a Nutella sandwich, like with a lot of Nutella, and then you pour it in the fridge for an hour. It's the best thing ever.
Oh, do you know what? I was telling Doctor about this other day. I was so mad. My mum didn't tell, because I'm allergic to nuts. My mum didn't tell me that I could have Nutella until the other month. And I'm like, you've kept this a secret from me when everybody's like on about Nutella and I'm like, I can't have it. And it's very nice. I really like it. And like, I wasn't allowed it for so long because I thought I was allergic. Thanks, Mum.
Nutella might be the greatest thing ever created.
Yeah, it's
Really
just
good.
it's just pure nectar. It's so.
For some
good.
reason, some people think it's criminal to put Nutella in the fridge, but it's the best.
I could see how that would be good.
It's so
Like,
good.
yeah.
Never tried it in the fridge, but I do want to try it now. Now that you said that.
No, you don't store it in the fridge, but you make a sandwich out of it, and then you put the sandwich in the fridge for an hour.
Ah, I'm so gonna try that. I've never done that.
That's probably where I draw the line, is on a sandwich.
Hang on.
And Nutella sandwiches are great.
I'd probably like it, but I'm scared.
Wait.
This week,
What?
it's because English you can't do bread. I'm French, I can do bread.
That is true. I've got on a baguette. What's up,
Yeah.
baby?
I'm just trying to think. Wallpaper contest. Nutella. Yeah, I see how you got there, yeah.
Yeah, they're all related. Okay, it
Look,
makes
right.
perfect sense.
Yeah.
We went
You-
from wallpaper to talking about spring, and then from spring to talking about candy, and then from candy to chocolate, and then from chocolate to Nutella. It's just how it works, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. It happens, alright?
that's the job
Don't knock it.
for you.
Yeah. It's what we do best, is talk about shit.
Talk bollocks.
Look, right.
The
you've
JAWA
got-
podcast, we talk about shit.
Yeah. That's our slogan, like.
Yeah, it should be as fun.
Now that we can swear, I'm putting that on the YouTube banner.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the
That's
same
to be
day,
the title of this episode.
You are not touching my banner.
then the same day I'm getting removed off council by Jacoby. But
Yeah. Hey, Jacoby liked the banner that I put on YouTube. I mean, if you're listening to this, if you're listening to it through the forum, click on it and look at the banner. I made it myself. Do you like Wolfie's glow?
Yeah.
yeah, he brings a nice glow to the podcast.
He
It's
does.
going out live onto the
Stop
forum
it.
now.
No, it's not going out right now. I'm
Okay.
just on about when, because people are listening to it. So, like,
This-
in the future.
When I go to official JAWA's channel, this better not bloody play anything.
JAWA official, baby. I know, I used to type
This
official
better not
JAWA.
auto play anything. No, it's not coming up. It'll be in my sub list.
Yeah, you've got a load in your sub list though.
No, it's not JAWA official.
If you
It's official
subscribe,
JAWA, surely.
then you're an official
Yeah,
JAWA.
official
Jeez.
JAWA.
You probably spelled it wrong.
No, it's not autoplaying, it's fine.
No, because you subscribed. If you subscribed, it doesn't autoplay.
New podcast episodes every fortnight, and then Wolfie sort of glows on it, and
I'm proud of that.
By the way,
Like-
I had no idea what a fortnight was until I looked it up.
Really?
you
Yeah.
what?
I thought it was universal.
We
Oh, it's
never
very
use that in
British,
America.
right? Yeah, it's very
I
British.
thought it was universal, like every 2 weeks.
What
Yeah.
kind of education do you have?
It doesn't have the same ring if you put it
bet-
on like a banner and like saying new podcast every 2 weeks.
I bet you say bi-weekly, don't you? You little fucking.
I do.
You little.
That doesn't have the right ring to it. Like new,
Hey, I didn't choose the words, all right? Somebody else came up with them. I was
Right.
born into this, all right?
But listen, right? New podcast bi-weekly or new podcast every fortnight.
I don't have a problem with Fortnite. I think Fortnite.
know.
Well, okay.
Fortnite shit.
The game Fortnite.
That's what we're talking about, you idiots!
Oh wait, that said, what was it that said to me?
Probably Jacoby.
Were Jacoby or something? Yeah, it probably were that said I can't believe Fortnite on the forums, and I'm like, no, it's spelled different. It's a different Fortnite. They got it from the fact that it's 2 weeks.
It's the fact that you made it blue.
Well, I know it just happened like that. Okay.
I don't have a problem with it. I just, as an American, didn't know what that timing meant. So like originally, I was like, oh, does that mean like every week or something? So I'm like, wow, they're really slouching. Like this podcast isn't coming out at all. Like they're really behind. And then I looked up and I was like, nope, I'm just stupid. That's the problem.
I should put in brackets underneath it on the banners. This is 2 weeks. It's like really small.
Like, not the shit American.
I just thought everybody knew what Fortnite were. I didn't
No.
realise it was just a.
What do you reckon to the YouTube banner and the banner on the forums anyway?
Yeah, guys.
I'm
You
gonna
seen
get
it?
up on thinking. I haven't even had a look. Hang on a second.
Yeah, let me look.
The one on the forums is on that thing that just scrolls across.
On the main site of JAWA.
Oh, yeah, on JAWA's YouTube channel.
Yeah. I really like it. I think
What
it's
do you mean?
great.
Oh, is it on the forum?
Oh, I forgot you was popping out in the corner there. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, did you not realise?
I mean, no, because I see like, the signature of the week and then it's the podcast, but I don't look at it by like long enough to see that.
yeah, just popping out. I was like, how would I? Because it was just obviously originally 3 of us. It was just me, Doctor, and Malgus, and I was like, how do I change it where I add Doc? Obviously, I can replace obviously Malgus with one of them, but how do I put the 4th person in there? I'm like, Wolfie can be creeping. That's fine.
Yeah, it will be like, hello, it's me.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
think,
shame.
I think
that-
Creeping Wolfie looks great.
It's a shame you never got him from the
Thank you.
side just to look at how flat his face is.
I mean, it's funny because there's like Doctor Who characters and just really like.
I know.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
mine's
yeah.
not a Doctor Who character, although we are all Doctor Who reference.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean,
That's why you're the creeping.
but, yeah.
I
Should've
got
had
told
3
that your
doctors.
face weren't that your face wasn't bright enough in that banner. I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah. Well, if it was bright, then it would be just white people with super.
Exactly. So I couldn't make the banner just white. Nobody bloody know what it meant.
Just the Jawa pod and just then it's there. You just see the Jawa pod and nobody knows.
But I'm really proud of it. I'm also really proud of the one that I did for the post.
Oh, this
I
is
wonder
good.
if
Yeah.
the forum supports GIFs for the the banner thing. So like, you could have it slowly just all go white, emanating from Wolfie's face.
I've never made a game.
Like,
By the way, that
pulsating.
scroll
Mm.
doesn't work. Just so you know.
The
I
scroll.
don't know if you want to fix that. Yeah, like the images, like if you click on them, you just go back to the homepage. You don't
Oh,
actually.
right.
yeah, I
the,
know that.
The
Okay,
redirect
alright.
thing, yeah. That's been like that for a while.
Because like when it
Thanks for
says like
the
click here and you click it and you just go back to the homepage, it's kind of like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I tried that. I noticed that and mentioned it to Doctor. Realised that it says click here, and then you click on it and it just takes you to where you were.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, I'm really proud of the podcast one that I did, and I'm really proud of the post one as well. I love the fact that I managed to get Helen's face on that JAWA was the JAWA's reading.
And you used the comic book cover,
Yeah.
the House of H. That's so dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
I was
like
like,
that little post as well.
Thank you. Oh, I'm just getting complimented. I was really proud.
All right, yeah, you
Oh,
made
thank
it.
you.
Nah, I don't like it. It's fucking...
Oi, you know I made them. You saw me make them. Like, I remember, like, both me and Doctor went to hell because I wanted a third opinion because obviously I'd made them. I showed them to Doctor, but I wanted somebody else's opinion, and because it's the post, I wanted obviously someone from the post to like look at it, and I wanted Helena. So we went in a group chat and I sent it her, and she didn't find a fault with it, and I'm like, wow, like I'm really like impressed that like I'd done something. It was just like that's good to go. I'm like, okay, I don't need to change it.
That's really good.
I know, I'm so proud of her. Anyway, wallpaper contest. Enter now.
Yes, enter it.
Like I said, deadline 21st of May. Do it.
You've got time. You can still do it.
I need to do one. I've still not done one. I need to get an idea in me. I just make one spring. That's the only one that I
Better
think of.
at, like Photoshop and art packages that I could contribute. I'm just not a very creative or digitally creative person, unfortunately.
Agreed.
It takes time and practice. I always get really annoyed at myself when I've got a vision in my head and I can't put it on Photoshop and it does made in. But eventually you just have to keep working at it and you'll get something you like.
Can we just like agree? Just low kids.
Nah.
No,
No, I didn't. No.
No.
you probably did. Oh yeah, you just went yeah. You don't mean it as a greenie.
I don't care. It's fine.
I'm not very talented. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I mean, neither is he, to be fair. So it's the pot calling the kettle black. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You've got me there, son. You've got me there.
don't make me breathe on you.
I'm gonna give you the air from his lungs.
Fuck's sake.
Look, that video clip were perfect from Doctor Who. Any
really
Doctor Who
was.
fans will know what I'm on about. It was
Yeah,
perfect.
for sure.
So next up, now with that, yeah, wallpaper contest enter. Next up, we've got a participation award. That went to Anoke for her hard work in the event planners and for game night. Pretty much hosting it every single.
Yeah.
At this point, they've been pretty much.
It's hugely well deserved, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Sure.
Yes, congratulations on that, I know. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, dedicating all your time.
Pronounce it Anoke, or I've always pronounced it as Anoek.
That's what
That's
I've
what
done too.
Malgus used to do. I pronounce it Anoke. I don't know who's right.
I think you're wrong and I'm
Right,
right.
she told us how to pronounce it in voice.
I think London doesn't count. And we're right.
Oh.
She told us how to pronounce it once in voice chat, and I forgot what she said. So sorry, Anoke.
Oh,
I call you Anoke. So sorry.
fair enough.
Anoke,
But well done.
Anoke, Anoek, whatever
We'll
your
take
name
the
is.
Helena approach. Guinea pig mom. There you go.
Yeah. Good point. You 87 guinea pig.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's not an exaggeration, by the way.
No, I'm pretty sure. I
It's a
think
lot,
it is something like that.
Yeah,
definitely a high figure.
she has a lot of guinea pigs.
Yeah, a lot. She's the guinea pig mum. But well done, well deserved. Dedicating every Wednesday pretty much to hosting events for game night to keep it running.
Always fun.
Yeah, but very well done.
Yes.
And now one where we're probably going to talk about this for a while, but we've already been kind of talking about it. The Sith game. Last podcast we mentioned obviously that Helena's was still going. That ended. The Jedi won. So well done. And now Bandis is currently running. I died first night. I'm not happy.
Not
It's a fun
salty
game.
at all.
I'm not sorry at all. Good game so far.
Bennett is a top-notch TSG host. If you're listening, I want you to know that.
Yes.
Yeah, Bandit. You're very good.
Very
They
much
let
agreed.
go crazy, and it's a lot of fun.
I enjoy every Sith game that you host. If you're listening.
And everyone listening, please read the logs after this game is over. Please read the logs.
Yeah, they're gonna be some spicy look.
Also, Lynch Lone Star. Don't forget that too. He's a Sith.
I'd just say, read the logs to see that Clear is definitely the sorcerer, and then.
I'm definitely not. I can promise you, I'm not.
Nah, it's LoneStar, that little fucking. Oh.
You can't put that in there if this is going out and the game's still running.
Nah, it's friendly banter. Come on.
Lone
Just
Star's
ev-
not the Sith. Sith.
Every Sith game, even if Doctor is the Sith, he'll fixate on one person and call him the Sith the entire time. Like to the face, it's like, oh, I know you are a Sith.
Nah, really, it's just Bernie. Just look at him, that old fucking.
I don't
little
trust him either, dude. I don't
Roby's
trust
got that
No.
grey long hair. Bernie's obviously the real Sith here.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think Bernie's the Dark Lord probably.
Yeah, agreed.
Probably.
Maybe.
The Sith game still running, and probably going to be one after this. So, if you've never played a Sith game, you're missing out.
For sure.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
pretty easy to play too. So.
Definitely, it's better the more active you can be in it as well. I'd say.
Definitely. If you can be quite active and keep up with everything, which if you're pretty active and you're checking it, like the forums and stuff, even if just like once a day, you can pretty much keep up quite well.
Yeah, definitely.
But you're definitely missing out if you've never played it before. Sign up to the next one because it's a lot of fun.
But yeah, very good game so far, Bandith. Even though I died and I'm salty, you know.
You're salty.
Here we go.
Get wrecked!
I finally got to live out my dream of being a princess. I've told everyone since I died that. You know, I was a princess and nobody cares. And then I die night one and I'm just sad. I've never died night one.
Well,
I know
to be fair, we were on a planet where it really did make a difference. You know, just saying. So like,
I was
wasn't
going
gonna
to
help
settle down and have a life with Doctor. Like, that was the plan. Like, I'd been running, and our planet got blew up, and I've
least
he
been...
tried to avenge you. He tried to avenge you.
Yeah.
I know, it's sweet.
He
Bless
just
him.
failed.
At least you've been buried, though. I think some people are possibly
Well,
going to be bait for the Flesh Raiders. If,
She got buried, and then someone dug her up, and then put her with Dragon's body, which everyone seems to forget. So, you know, I just want to point that out here. We got some weird people in this group.
Can someone move me? Because I imagine my grave to be very full
Here's
of
a good
flowers.
question. I don't know where your body is right now, because I never moved it from where Dragon was. So,
Probably
maybe
still
you're
there.
just still there.
Go find me.
There's just a pile of bodies in Dragon's house, apparently.
Go find my rotting corpse. That sounded really morbid.
Poke it.
moving on.
The phrase you're looking for is anyway.
I'm fine. So yeah, moving on from the Sith game. Amazing game again, Bandith. So thank you. But moving on, we have currently the council applications are up again. Woohoo!
Some quick from the last one.
Oh boy,
Oh, we
I
have
hope I get it.
You already got it like a year ago. So calm down.
No, I want to get it again.
Just
You're
reapplying.
applying, right?
I already have.
You know what? I might actually
I applied
reapply
earlier.
before this episode goes out and see what Jacoby says.
You should.
Oh, he didn't say it to me. He'd probably be like, okay. Just
You're like, it's just in case you kick me off the council.
I've reapplied.
Avenues. I'm just reapplying right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, there you go.
I've already applied, yeah. I don't care who I tell. I've applied for the last 2, so this is my third time applying.
Oh, cool.
Third
Very
time's
good.
the charm.
Hello? If I don't get it, I know that there's always like someone. Whoever becomes council is always like really well deserved. Like Cryoso last time and stuff. So
Yeah.
but yeah, anyone who was applying, good luck. Anybody who's thinking of applying, as it says in the council, just apply anyway.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about it, just go anyway. Obviously, if you're a member, if you're not a member to this, then
Yeah,
don't apply because you won't get it.
I mean, you
Do
can
apply to the clan
but
in general.
it's not good, yeah.
Yeah, apply to the clan, but you can't apply to council because you're not a member. So become a member, and then when council apps come around again, then you can apply. But good luck to anybody else who's applied. Can't wait to see. I think it closes on the 28th. I believe it is. I can't remember.
It was quite good in that time.
I can't remember when it closes. I'd have to double check.
I can check right now.
Yeah, 28th of May.
Yep.
28th, yeah. Okay, so it closes on the 28th of May, so this will be out before then anyway. Yeah, good luck everyone.
Yeah, best of luck, folks.
Fingers crossed.
Best of luck.
If I'm to give you any sort of tip when applying, it would
We're all going to
be
be the next thing.
don't be an asshat and you'll be fine.
Don't
And
be an
Black
ass.
Doctor. That usually helps too.
Although don't quote me on that because there'll be a good few people that'll apply, I imagine. So even then you still might not get it.
If bribing Doctor worked, I'd already be...
Be leader.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
be anyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just I appoint Rose as leader. That's gonna work. Yeah.
Yeah.
We already thought that people were going to think it were a bit odd, the fact that I became captain and Doctor's leader of podcast. And manager and captain at podcast is me and him.
I'm more powerful than Jacoby and Robin. I can overthrow them, and together
I mean, you are a
I
Time Lord.
can rule JKA.
Woo! Do
Do you
that.
imagine?
Time Lords are usually pretty more powerful than a dude with a bow and arrow. Saying.
Yeah. To be fair, if I actually said that, Rose wouldn't really follow Padme. She wouldn't be like, I can't follow you down this path. She'd be more like, yeah, come on, let's do it then.
I actually would.
I'm just not sure I could bend the knee to northern rulers. I'm just not sure I'm ready.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
Rail.
This is coming. Oh no, spoilers. Okay, yeah. I'll save that.
I thought you were going to do like in like the funniest moments, which if you haven't seen yet, go check out on our YouTube. But the funniest moments of the JAWA podcast where it's like it gets insulted by Iron by calling him trash, and then just 5 seconds like just quiet happens and he's just like, this is coming from Tinhead. Like
Oh,
it's just like, alright, I thought that was going to happen again. Oh no.
I have a
This is
question
coming from
about
Darth
server
Maul.
admin in Discord. I can see who is Zelvon.
Do you know what? I asked that
In
ages
admin.
ago and then I found out and then I forgot again.
Yeah, I'm still unsure. They're in nights apparently. So
I had a look because I had to look through nights and who was on the Discord like as an admin in that. And didn't we is it this D-Ron person?
no, I don't
What's
think
that?
it was Dayron.
That or
We
Matoro?
were under the impression it was probably Matoro.
It must be.
Oh, I thought it was Matoro, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure Matoro is in the Discord. Like, if I just quickly check this, hang on. So,
Pretty sure.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah, it's him. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm ready.
I just checked his wiki profile. That's one of his aliases.
Oh yeah, that would have made more sense to check.
That would have been quicker for me to check than like constantly trying to figure it out by referencing who's in Discord and who's in Nice.
Oh, I forgot he was in AOF.
The what?
Angels of Fire.
Oh, the clan. Right, I thought you were
yeah,
about
yeah.
something else.
Sorry, no.
Yeah. It took me a while to figure out that, and I could have just looked on his wiki. GG me. Right detective skills.
Good.
Good going, mate. Moving on. Obviously we can't talk too much about this. But we did have a clan update. That went out. It's in Central now. If you haven't had a look, go check it out. It's just basically a brief overall of updates in the clan from Robin.
We can talk about it a bit.
Talk about it a little bit, I guess.
We can touch on a couple of points. So there's
That one I'm already mentioning.
there's the signature of the week that Robin talked about. With Malgus leaving the clan, it's now Andanis and Rose taking hold of signature of the week.
Yay me.
Congratulations, bro.
So look out for them and make sure to submit stuff to signature of the week. Let's keep it alive, boys.
Yes, please do. 'Cause, like the one we just currently had. I know by the time this is out, the one that I've just put up should still be running. When did I say it'd close? Yeah, it should still be running. It's currently mini signatures. So you basically got a free for all as long as it's just a small signature. You do anything that your heart desires. The one we just had, which is currently up voting, was a tribute to Peter Mayhew, who sadly obviously passed away not that long ago, who was Chewbacca. So we did a nice tribute to him. Signature of the week, and if you've got any ideas as well, feel free to like sort of say, oh, I think this would be a good idea to do for a week of signature of the week.
Yeah.
And show me and Andy will put it up sort of thing, because our list is sort of running dry at the moment. If anybody has any ideas.
Another thing in the update topic is that the Power 10 is no longer going to be a thing. It's going to be formed into something else, most likely, but as of right now, it's just pretty much been scrapped. So, if you're submitting matches or anything, I wouldn't worry about it too much because it's not going to do anything for you.
It's a shame, but
Here I was
understand that.
about to go take that top 5 spot.
Sure.
Mainly because there's only 4 people.
Yeah, whenever something now we're into, as I've said several times, I'm not big into being skillful in JKA, so I wasn't really
I
bothered
tried
about.
it and didn't get far at all.
I tried it, I just always ran into Jazzy, so I just got wrecked every time. Unfortunate. I can't beat those duels.
Yeah, it is sad though, because I know that, which we did sort of talk about once, because obviously I know Marcus left and everything, but he was obviously a former member of the podcast, and he did mention in one of the podcasts previously that all these changes that were going to happen, and sort of explained what the plan was. It's sad to see that that's not going to go through.
Yeah, well, there is still something planned in its place. It just depends on how we move forward, really. So we'll just have to wait and see.
We'll see.
Last thing I could probably touch on for the update in the podcast will probably be the Master Trials, considering they're actually finished now. So if you're wanting to take on the Master Trials finally to get that sweet Master rank, go pester Robin because he's the only Trial Master at the moment. Yeah.
Hold on.
You have to have a yellow rank to be a master, though. Do you have to be a lord before you can take it?
No?
I'm pretty sure you just have to be a Guardian. That's what you used to have to be. I don't think that's changed.
I don't think it has. I know you used to have the big Guardian, and then you could obviously jump to Master, or you could just wait and be Lord or Lady.
Yeah.
Master / Mistress.
Because like the way it used to work back in the day was you did the Elite Trials, and then when you got to Disciple, Elite and Disciple would be merged into Master. Then it just turned into Master on its own, alongside the Cyan Trials. And then
they got
after the
demolished.
trial rework thing that Nightwing was going to do with the pathways, that never actually came into fruition after the Cyan Trials were discontinued. So it's now this, which is basically just back to just having the Master Trials.
Yeah. I'd be pretty tempted to go and at least try them once I got Guardian. I think. It'd be quite cool
Okay,
to have a
good
yellow
luck.
rank, but
You're a bully.
I'm not a
That's
bully.
what you are.
well, if the trial is to beat Robin in one-on-one combat, I'm unlikely to get.
Anybody's unlikely to get it. Jesus.
Yeah.
I cannot confirm or deny, but mostly because I don't know what the trials are. But
Yeah. I mean, he said. I think it was talked about how, arguably, if it's Master Trials, you need to demonstrate every sort of ability that you can do in the game. So I
Yeah.
guess like
if you're
Yeah,
wanting to
that's-
take on the
that's
Master
it.
Trials, just know in advance that they are quite extensive. So it will
Yeah.
take up a large portion of your time just to actually get through them.
that is good to know.
But it is finished now, so if you are wanting to take them, people are being accepted now. Just keep in mind that Robin's the only trial master, so don't all apply at once because, well, you'll be waiting a while anyway. So
Yeah. But so, are these Master Trials similar to the old Master Trials, or
I'm pretty sure Robin's redone them himself. So
that's
if you've ever taken them before, they'll most likely be different. I never took them
Yeah.
before, so I don't know how to compare them really. Nor have I ever hosted any, because when I became a trial master, I was only doing it for the Cyan trials, not the master trials.
Yeah.
Oh,
Makes
you've
sense.
done a lot in your career with council, haven't
I've done a bit.
Yeah, he's pretty solid, I would say overall.
you? Yeah, he's alright.
Maybe not skill wise, but as a counselor, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you're hurting me right in the heart.
oh no, is it because of your asthma?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tune into the live stream of the 1v1 between Doctor and Clear Insanity. There you go.
But yeah, that's probably all we'll touch on in the updates topic. There's a couple of other things, so if you want to go read them up, it's over in Central. It should be near the top because it was only posted on Sunday.
Yeah, so if you hadn't seen it, if you remember, and you hadn't seen it, I'd definitely go have a read. There's some good updates in there to have a look at, so check it out. And then the next one, which is also an update. Last time we spoke about the NSFW chat in Discord, how it came for a day and went again. Well, guys, it's back with a vengeance. Actually, not with a vengeance. It's been back for a bit now, to be fair, for like a good week or so. Probably a bit longer,
Yeah,
actually.
I think a little bit longer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been back for a good while, so it's lasted longer than the last time, which is good. And again, anything could, because it'd literally been a day. But it's back. What are you guys' thoughts on NSFW chat and it being back, etc.?
Like I stayed out of the new one, so I was in the one that was out for a day, and I thought it was expected it was going to be, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I just kind of blanked what was going on. I didn't contribute. I also didn't report anything because I didn't really ended by it. And then when it went, I was a bit didn't really interfere with my JAWA day to day. But now that it's back, I actually didn't join the new one until I think 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
Of Eclipse, they have an NSFW.
They do, yeah.
And I thought theirs was quite funny and quite enjoyable, so I thought I'd check in to see if JAWA's was anything like theirs. And it is now, really. So yeah, I'm enjoying it now, but the first one was a little bit, I suppose, heated, to say the least. I think I'll just leave it there, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's what I said in the last podcast about it as well. That I feel that because we'd never had it before, because we'd never, like, not for a long time at least, we'd not had something like that before, that everybody sort of just went too far and it just sort of got a bit out of control. But now that it went again and now it's back and stuff, everyone's a lot calmer with it. Everyone got the frustrations out, everyone got what they needed to get out, and now it's back as a moderated, steady channel that's
Absolutely, yeah.
not for
Yeah.
younger eyes still, but it's a good
Yeah.
channel.
I think the last one, it wasn't so much that I guess, but it was just, it was almost spam, right? Like it was just
Yeah.
image after image after image after image, and the person or people that were in charge of moderating genuinely couldn't keep up, because with how Discord works, if you've got 500 messages to trawl through, like that,
Yeah.
that takes a lot of time.
Exactly, yeah. It was
a little
just a
rowdy.
case. Yeah, exactly. That's the way. It was rowdy. It was so many people at once just spamming, and that was the problem. But now it's calmer.
Yeah, it's pretty good right now. I mean, I've got it muted anyway. I only look when people
Yeah,
tag
me
me.
too.
But
Yeah, me too. But it is nice to like have a place where, if you think something is, even though we've obviously abolished the swearing rule, if you think something's a little bit too risky for general JAWA, you can always just pop it in there, which is nice.
There's got to be a fair divide between the fact that a lot of JAWA members are adults, but obviously we still have some who aren't, who aren't comfortable in that environment. So you've got to cater to both, but also not let one get out of hand compared to the other either. So
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
I personally think there's a really good balance right now.
Yeah,
That's how
Oh, yeah,
it's all calmed
definitely.
down and settled. So
I agree. We came up with a good compromise for that.
Definitely, yeah.
yeah.
I do think I'm glad it's back. I like knowing that, because even after the swearing rule got sort of taken out, I'd always turn to Doctor, and I still sometimes do. Like, I'm just like, is this alright to post in JAWA? Or like, am I allowed to say this? Because I'm just still like a little bit wary of, like, obviously the fact that we have got some children in JAWA, and we have got, like you said, some people that are a bit uncomfortable in that environment or don't like swearing and stuff. So it's like, oh, should I post it there? And now I'm just like, oh, I can post it in NSFW.
yeah,
Exactly.
just don't be calling people names or whatever. Otherwise, you're fine.
Unless you're me and you live with Doctor, and you can just call it him to his face. Then you can. No, it is a good thing. I think that it's just quite calm now.
Yeah, exactly right.
But similar to that, then, because we've mentioned it a few times, and I know it's obviously been abolished for a bit, but I'd like to get everyone's opinions. What do you feel on the no swearing rule as well? Following that,
Yeah, I guess like it feels more easier to police is the wrong word, or easier to moderate, right? Because there's only really, I suppose you can almost count to some degree. You can almost count the words on your hand that you
oh no, you
swear
can't.
with. So yeah, I mean, like it's actually quite a limited amount of times you can only use those words, and as long as it's not spam again, or directing it at someone, which is against the rules, then it's fine and it's working fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been around JAWA on and off since around 2008. So when I first came back this time, it was kind of like culture shocky in a way, right? To be like, whoa, like because I had identified in my head of like the association between like JAWA and sort of the no swearing and like all the rules that were on the server.
Yeah.
So when I came back, I was kind of like, wait, what? Like it was really weird being on the server and like seeing someone swear.
Yeah.
I don't really have a problem with it. It's just more of like, again, like people tend to abuse it sometimes and
Yeah.
kind of take it a little bit overboard where it's like, you definitely wouldn't be swearing that much, right? But you're just
Yeah.
like, you can do it, so you just do it anyways. And it's like, I don't think that's really necessary. So, and
Yeah.
that hasn't really been JAWA members per se. That's been more
Right.
people outside of that. But
And it's weird because I think I mentioned it in the topic when it was first announced, but like I get to swear a lot with my friends in real life. I get to swear on the job that I work in from time to time, and for me, like when I go on games, if it's a more casual game, which and I consider JKA quite a casual game in comparison to something like, I don't know, PUBG or
Oh, yeah.
League of Legends game. If it's a more casual game, then I never really feel the need to even. Yeah, so I typically don't, but I'm happy to see other people typing it and reading it and whatever. I don't necessarily find it offensive. I just myself, I don't end up typing it out, I guess, on the forums or in the game. But you know, some people use it like yourself, Rose. You're quite good at
swearing.
It makes me laugh, like when I hear or read some of the stuff you do. So yeah, I'm happy that it's there. I'm still not going to necessarily be the one to type that language out, probably.
Yeah. And there is sort of a difference between, like with me especially, like in real life, I can differentiate when to swear and when not to swear. Yeah. Like in front of my family, I don't swear at all. But obviously in front of Doctor and Doctor's family and stuff, I can and I do. And obviously in voice and stuff, I always have. But it's nice to not be as careful when I'm typing. Like I don't have to worry about what I'm actually typing. Sometimes I just type out a swear word and then not even realise that I've done it, and I have to go back and delete it. And now I don't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I agree. I think it's nice that it's just a little bit more relaxed. You don't have to be on edge as much if you are used to sort of swearing, which is nice. But we could always swear in there. So.
Like you say, you've always been able to do it in the podcast, but I don't think I've sworn in the episode yet. Like I don't think.
No, I have. Without even realising, I know I've said quite a few F words. Like dropped an F-bomb every so often already.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm liking. That's the problem. Like. That's why it's always good that you could have always done it in podcasting. You could always do it in just general voice chat as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and that's
my think of Nightwing's skin. You know, he goes like, "Oh, sugar." think of that instead of dropping that word. So
one thing I'm surprised at is that nobody's asked to change their skin sort of voices to be anything to do with swearing yet.
That's a good point.
I really want John Terry to change his pain sounds to just bollocks.
That'd be perfect, and he should.
Can you imagine like having to go just shouting profanities all the time?
That'd be great.
It would be awesome.
That'd be so funny. Oh, I love it.
Is it Mooku's skin, which is like, "Oh well, you killed me." Like if you kill it, is that? Yeah. Imagine like adding profanity to that.
I think that's.
Oh wait, no, is that dragon?
Yeah, that's dragon.
Oh.
Mooku's like, I spilled my beer.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's Mooku. Mooku's very Southern American.
Yeah. So funny.
It really is. But no, I like it.
See, we were talking about those associations earlier, and the minute you said that popped in my head, like you didn't even have to quantify it.
Yeah, we were talking about before the podcast. We were talking about the differences between Southern and Northern in America and in UK and how similar it is. Yamuku's skin's very Southern, but I love that.
I don't see him enough on the games, and I know he still plays with Revelation, doesn't he? So
he does come on. He does come on every so often. I'll get a message from him asking if I'm around and if I'm on server or who's on server, sort of thing.
Yeah, Pawan comes around a lot.
Yeah,
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Pawan,
yeah. He's a joint leader now with Mooku.
Is he? Good for
Revelation, yeah. Which is nice because he's always around.
I love how sarcastic he just sounded. Oh, is it? Good for him.
It's really late for most of my house to be up, so I'm sort of trying to be quiet but also sound enthusiastic. So it just comes across like, oh really?
Oh my god. Oh. Anyway. We already. The next thing on my list was to talk about signature, but we already did that in the update topic. So we had. I know I went and Doctor went and a few of you guys went. Eclipse launch party was on May the 4th. It was a load of fun. We played a couple of events. Tested a new event as well, which was great. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
What was it?
It's called Meteor.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
Meteor.
Yeah, and it basically you have two people firing rockets down from above. Your gamma's on 0, I think,
Yeah.
and so it's dark. If you look up in the sky, because of all rockets that are coming down, it looks like a meteor shower,
That's really
and
good.
you have to like avoid it and stuff. And it's and two people are empowered, and they're able to sort of push the rockets back at obviously the people shooting them to kill them, and that's the way that you win. And it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, it
And
was
played
pretty good.
Yeah, and that was at the end. So if you stuck around to the end, you'd know about that. But that was really fun.
Yeah, that's a nice little polite dig there at my attendance.
No, it was just right at the end. It was like that's sort of over, but we're testing this new event sort of thing. So
Yeah.
that was fun.
Seems
And
like
then we
a big
also
part.
Go on.
You say like it seems like Eclipse are sort of really driving home that like creative side of the game, and like I think they're going in like a big art direction on their.
yeah.
I guess they're trying to come up with new games, which is great because, as you said, there are only so many we can really run. So if they're coming up with new games, that's amazing. I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. We need some sort of fresh games for the JK community sort of thing, because pretty much just the same ones run, especially like in like obviously a clan, you get stuck with sort of the same games over and over. It's quite difficult to invent a new one.
Yeah, definitely.
So it is nice to see, like you say, the new creative side of JK, which is nice.
Yeah.
But we also played some obviously like normal games that pretty much everyone's played, which is like play some like Last Man Standing,
Yeah.
stuff like that, and it's we're a lot of fun. There were quite a lot in attendance as well, from a few different clans as well, not just
It was
JAWA.
good. I thought it was good attendance from everyone. Sort of kind of cleared the room to some degree. Maybe you could argue between the different clans that were there, which was great.
Yeah, it was nice. We had JAWA, obviously Eclipse, Arcadia, and NGN.
Yeah.
And that was
I
it.
think did Powan turn up for Revelation?
Oh, yeah, I think Helen
Yeah.
did. Yeah, so Revelation as well. It was just nice to see all these different clans sort of just coming together to welcome a new clan.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
nice to see that Eclipse is in full force now, and they're going to start building up their member base as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
As I said, the launch party itself is pretty fun to go to. They've got the forums up now, the server's up, and their Discord as well. So if you want to get
Yeah.
into their Discord, it's not invite only like JAWA is. So you can just get a link for that from either the High by Away topic on the forums, or I don't know. You could just ask Nightwing or Qui-Gong.
Qigong.
Qigong.
Is it Keegon? Keegon?
Qigong.
See, I don't even know.
Kai or Kai Gong. It's definitely Gong at the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
Device, Feathers, Night Owl.
I just know him as Night Owl. Like, that's all I know him as.
Yeah.
Nightwing, other half. You can call him anything, but there's two leaders.
Yeah. Oh, speakers.
Oh, speakers, sorry, yeah, they're not called leaders, they're speakers.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Their leader rank is speaker. So, it's pretty
Based
cool.
on the British Parliament system, isn't it? You've got the speaker in the middle.
I think
Possibly.
possibly.
So I know that Qigong or Feathers, like, he really likes the British speaker in the Parliament because he's one that goes like order all the time on TV. It's quite funny. So I think that's just like
I
their
reckon,
kind of like humour.
I reckon Nightwing just likes the sound of his own voice. That's why he's called speaker.
Oh, yeah. But the Discord's fun. There's a few sort of game sections that you can get into by typing certain commands, which I don't know off by heart, sorry. But, yeah, join the Discord if you aren't already. You don't have to be a member. So, yeah, join them. Have a look. I really like as well, sort of, we speak about how creative they are. Their member page, like their member pictures.
Yeah, they're really
Really,
cool.
really good. I love them a lot. Like, they're so different to what I've seen sort of before. And I love the fact that Irons is holding a Mountain Dew. That's so Iron. It's so good. But yeah, check them out. It was really fun to go to their event. So thank you for the invite, Eclipse, if you're listening.
Yeah, very much. Big thank you.
Yeah, it was really good. That's the end of my list and my script. So yeah, now it's a free for all, guys.
Well, I reckon I know of a good section we could probably
Go on then.
go to next.
Go on then,
So,
Baba.
welcome to the clan clear. Give me feedback. How are you finding the clan? Welcome back.
Thank you.
What a great speech.
That
and
intro.
I love
yeah.
how he starts off by being like, "Oh, I've been ready for this section right here. Like, I already know exactly what I'm gonna talk about." And then he's like, yeah, well, so yeah, like, well, so welcome back. How are you finding it? It's your first time here."
Just wasn't sure if he was having a stroke or not. I was just like, do we need to bring someone? Or...
I was like, "Is this voice lagging? Am I missing pieces here? Things getting cut out?" Like,
I'm just getting as much air out of my lungs as possible. Just in that general direction.
God.
it's the breathing, dude. You just gotta expend it all at once. Just spread it around to everybody. The virus.
Pretty much that, yeah. Just fucking take it all in. Here you go. I give you air from my lungs.
That's your gift. My gift to you.
yeah, that gift for you, Ephraim.
It's like Sith talk.
But to answer your question, it's going great. I think that it's certainly I've been a part of like 3 different periods of JAWA. Like around 2008, then like 2013, 2014, and then now. And obviously it's great to see it's still very active compared to some other clans, and especially not just that, but like even other games in general. Like I've been
Yeah.
playing Call of Duty 2 a lot recently, and like there's still clans in that game, but nowhere near anything like this. So that's definitely nice, and I do like sort of a lot of the upper level people in terms of like leadership and council being a lot more open to sort of members taking on more responsibility and being a part of sort of more tasks and actually running the clan. I think it's a great way for people to sort of feel ownership over stuff. So I'm
Yeah,
very happy so far.
good.
Cool. So, what do you think about the new direction of leadership? With Robin in charge now and Jacoby coming back as well.
So I've known Robin for a little while. I hadn't met Jacoby before I joined, but I like both of them a lot. And I wish Robin didn't get worked to death. That'd be nice.
I know.
Like, get some sleep sometimes.
know.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely happy. And I mean, like, I've known Chryso for a little while too, so it was nice to see him get on council, and I think we're trending in a very positive direction. That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely.
And
Just
how
just a shame
about
that
you,
we have-
Lone?
It's just a shame that we've had 2 Americans in charge and not. No, I won't take
Rude.
it down that route. No. Yeah,
No, let's take it down there. Let's take it right down there right now.
Doctor
Come at me, I'm an American.
2019.
I think it was it Bandit posted a meme.
Yeah.
Evil laughter memes like that. My face when you realise that 2 Americans are in charge of.
Oh yeah.
I thought that killed me. I thought it was brilliant.
That's in the oh hello topic, by the way. If
Yeah.
anyone's listening and
Yeah.
wants to see it.
We should have a baguette in charge.
I want inclusivity. I want someone of each country representing. Should be a
God,
parliament.
there'd be a lot.
To be
Yeah.
fair though, when I was in the clan a while ago, it was always British leaders. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
so it was either like Nightwing or Lincoln Nightwing or Xantos. So like I think it's time for the Americans to get some love. That's what I think.
Americans have always had love.
I wasn't sure if Link was English or not. I was unsure if Link was English or was he American.
I know you're British.
Okay, cool.
I spoke to him a few
Um,
times in TeamSpeak. That's the only reason I know.
In terms of, I mean, when I came in, it was System, Nightwing, and Jacko in leadership as like the three of them. Then System disappeared, I think, only after like a month of me being in, so I never really got to meet System. But now that he's back, it'd be quite cool to
He's a
hear
good
him.
guy.
Yeah, he seemed good, but I didn't get to spend much time. But no, I mean, I guess I still like that Jacko has come back, because then it's been like there is still a leader there. First joined, I very much loved Nightwing as a leader, just because he seemed like that who were there when I joined. He was the kind of figurehead, but at the same time, you can't praise Robin more for sort of keeping the clan together during a very rocky period, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Still all here, still wearing JAWA tags, and I think a lot of that can be accredited to Robin for keeping it together, really.
100%, yeah.
Seeing that with, like, real life, responsibilities and problems. So I guess, really you can only say good things about Robin's direction, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
there's progressive changes which some people, they're probably like, oh, this doesn't work, but you've got to try new things, because they might be the greatest thing that's ever happened. So if you don't try something new, you're just going to be stuck in a
exactly.
way, aren't you? So yeah,
That's the thing. I think with every new leadership and every new leader, you've got to give them a chance, because you don't know what they're going to do. Like, I mean, it could be the worst decision, or it could be the best.
yeah.
And I think definitely with Robin, I mean, obviously I wanted to give him a chance. With everything going off, my trust in JAWA, I was very shaky, and JAWA was like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know I don't, I was very sort of doubtful of what was going to happen, but I was like, no, I'm going to stay around, because Robin could, make this wonderful again. And honestly, I think already he has. I'm very happy in JAWA again, so...
Yeah. When all the JAWA's kicking off, the easy thing to do is to run away from it. Like, oh, this isn't why I joined. But actually, sometimes if you just let the people in charge thrash it out, as it were, and 9 times out of 10, the clan is still going to be there. It's not going to. And at the end of the day, it's a 14-year-old thing on. So you can't take some of that to heart, because it's all just in a game for them. And if it really does get too much, you can, in theory, don't look at JAWA for a month, come back, and it's probably all just blown over. That's what I found anyway.
That's what I've always said, sort of thing. Yeah, if like I said, I was feeling a bit sort of doubtful on what could happen. Not doubting Robin himself or anything like that, but just doubtful of like the direction that JAWA was going to take. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but like you said, the easy thing to do is sort of run, and I didn't want to do that myself. And I know people probably obviously felt the same, what the hell's going to happen after everything that happened. But I think we're in such a good place now with the clan as a whole.
Absolutely. And there are other options anyway.
Yeah.
There are other friendly. You've got. It's a small clan, but it's out there. That must be approaching its 1-year anniversary soon. So.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like Robin's really easy to talk to, and one of the things I think he does really well is sort of like allowing people to come talk to him about stuff, and being very approachable about, like, either whether it's a problem, a suggestion, or whatever. Like, he's looking for that. So like, and I think that that's a very good trait to have as someone who's in that position.
Oh, definitely.
It's something that's probably really difficult to do, but if you're able to keep your JAWA life and your real life completely separate, then really there shouldn't be any problems, because as long as you don't drag the issues over, you don't come and necessarily vent on the server about how bad your day was. Likewise, you don't skip your day job to sort of message on the forums. If you keep them really separate, it should all be fine, and that's how I.
Exactly, I think they're all understanding in that as well, which is nice. That that if real life comes first, and everybody will say that. Like, there's not a single person in the clan, leader, council, or just member, that will say, no, your priority should be JAWA and JAWA only. It's like, well, no, real life comes first.
Yeah, like
So,
Robin's quite transparent that his life is incredibly busy, and so he's constantly apologising for late leadership posts or whatever. But they can be as late as they want. We know he's still making them, so I just
oh,
in my
exactly.
opinion, to make some really good changes, and has made them. So yeah, I'm in summary, I think we're in quite a nice point in time in JAWA at the moment. One of the nicest bits probably that I've been involved with.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I completely agree. Wolfie, do you have any opinions on sort of the stance on
Yeah,
JAWA?
I mean, to be quite honest, I doubted Robin when it started, and I was quite vocal about it. But that's the thing, like, it was about the same when, I don't remember if you were around, but when Dosta got elected into council, it was like, ooh, is it going to be, like, a good thing? And I knew that I should just, shut up and let it go. And it ended up, like, being quite good. Like, he did a good job, and it's the same for Robin, really. So yeah, it's pretty amazing that he got everything under control, given how the situation was when he got visa,
Yeah,
and that he just convinced me that he would do a good job, and he's doing a fantastic job, really.
yeah, I agree. I will be, I know we're in the middle of a recording, guys, but I will be 1 second. I will leave you in the capable hands of my better half.
Aha, you heard it here first, folks. The better half.
Well, to be fair, she didn't specify who. You just sort of
Yeah.
took the lead on that one, so she could have been talking about Wolfie for all you know. Like, just saying.
It's me. Come on. You
He's
know
a
it's me.
tough, but yeah, you just can't resist it.
Yeah, it's all me.
Yeah, sort of. I just let it slide now.
But yeah, that was some good feedback on the new leadership changes. So you covered the direction that Robin's taken it in as well. What do you think about the fact of his putting stuff down to the members that used to just be council stuff? What do you reckon to that?
I kind of talked about that a little bit already, and I think again, like that's sort of a good thing because sometimes as a member you can sort of like there's clubs and stuff you can join obviously, and that's a positive thing. But sometimes it can feel like there's nothing else for you to do if that makes sense. Like I've joined the clubs, I'm participating in like the forums and on the server, but like not really as much else to take on unless you do like join council type of thing. But I think giving people the opportunity to be more involved with some of that stuff without having to be on council is a good thing.
I agree, and I'm back.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, go on.
I know you go all for you stuff.
I was about to say, like, I agree with Claire in the fact that he mentioned that there's always something to do. Like, even when, like, I've been doing posts for like what 6 years, 7 years, or something, and I feel like not so long ago was like I'm just doing that basically, and then I joined the podcast and was like I'm doing stuff that sort of matters now. I mean, I'm doing stuff. I'm participating in the plans. Quite amazing. Even after 9 years.
Yeah, exactly. There's always something like you
Nothing
can
new
do.
to do. Yeah.
Yeah, you can always join a club. Like you could be in the clan for like with Wolfie like 9 years, and then join a new club. Just like for a couple of months or thing. You know what I mean? Like a couple of months ago, he joined.
Yeah, just
Like
doing stuff. Yeah.
exactly. You can always do things like that. Definitely.
I guess I'd be very interested to see if I don't know, maybe Robin has like a list of things perhaps
Mm.
volunteer for, only because I've wanted to be ambassadors, but then I couldn't really devote the time. I've ummed and ahed about council, but again, I'm sometimes scared of applying, and then if I got it, would I then not find myself with like the way that my job works is sometimes 2 3 weeks I'm just not here because it's just like really busy. So I'm always scared of taking on, but then couldn't do it effectively. So if
Mm.
there was like a list that I don't know Robin published of smaller responsibilities that normally the council would do, but maybe admins or other members could do, then I think that'd be quite a good thing. So so far really admin has been the only thing I've been able to consistently do, and I hope really, I mean, the only time I've had to use it is in the last month, to be honest, when we've had a few more calls on the server than normal. But that's just day-to-day running of the clan, isn't it, I suppose?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I thought, with me helping Andy run Signature of the Week, I briefly mentioned it to Jacob. I mentioned it to Doctor, obviously, if that he's always sat with me, sort of thing. Anyway, that I said to him, if I were council member, I'd happily take that on because I noticed obviously Malgus obviously left, so I was like, that's open. I'd happily take that on because I love doing like art stuff and whatnot. I'd love to like run that. And I mentioned it to Jacoby in voice. He went, "You don't have to be council member." I was like, "Oh," and I'd be very interested. And then Andy came to me and was like, "So do you want to sort of split the duties?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So like, if you're interested in doing something, it's always worth just sort of mentioning it, I guess, to the leaders that hey, I'd be quite interested in doing that. Just to
to some degree, it's not. I just don't know what. Do you know what I mean? Like, I guess that there must be some jobs here and there that maybe the average member doesn't know are quite difficult or just time consuming. So I'm hoping that he has a list that maybe he'll, if I see anything on that list, think, I can do that easily in my spare time. And I'd probably jump on it. But there's just some things I don't know.
Yeah.
I suppose if that becomes more transparent, then I'm definitely interested in.
Oh, definitely. But it's always worth as well, like, for anybody listening and stuff as well, that if, like I found out and stuff, if you are interested in doing something and, if you don't post a list of stuff or anything like that, it's always worth an ask, because what's the worst that could happen? They could just say, no, and that's okay, then fair enough, So I didn't know that until, like, I literally just said to Jacoby briefly in sort of voice that that's what I'd be interested in doing something like that, and that was that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like with the post, I noticed that Arlen is a member of the post, but you had to have like a column. But I think is Arlen an editor? Like, he makes sure it's all.
Yeah, he looks over it as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, that's really
Wolfie
cool,
knows better than me. What for once?
Oh my god.
You're never gonna enter it, mate. Sorry.
That's very true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he does.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do anything, sort of thing. I mean, I'm still, and I think everyone's aware, upset that the arts club went, because I know not a lot of people really did anything with that towards the end. I mean, I would know. I was trying to get people to do stuff and, making the banners and stuff, the banners that are on forums at the moment and stuff, the post and the podcast one sort of thing I made and stuff, and it just sort of people lost interest, because it was one of them clubs that you could join and there was no real requirements to do stuff necessarily that where you'd get kicked out straight away or anything. So I guess people just sort of latched onto that and was like, no, I'm not really bothered about doing anything. It just slowly died, which is still sad, but
I'm sad about ambassadors.
yeah, again, same thing
understand.
happened.
Yeah, I understand why it's not there, but that was something that was great about when I was in the clan before, is spending time on other servers and like talking to other clans about stuff and setting up. That was fun. So
I kind of still do that now. I mean, I never even fully join the ambassadors, but like sometimes if I've got a free day or if the weekend is quiet where no one's on our server, I just bounce between like the old servers, and then like that's how I found Ty on another server, is just looking around at other clans, see what people are up to.
Yeah.
Recently got access to K. I know there are our allies, but I recently got access to KR. So I was range banned for like, never messaged them to sort it out, and then I finally messaged them, and they let me in with no problems, and it's quite a fun place to go sometimes. If JAWA is quiet, then KR is quite fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something that people can always do, and something I know I don't do a lot.
I mean, I'll go and sit like, they want nothing to do with us, and I think they don't want to do with anything. But sometimes I'm just going to sit on JAWA, which is not. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's not the most welcoming place, but I don't really let any of the stuff that goes on there bother me. But the actual admins there, they'll chat to me and ask about activity and how we're
yeah,
doing, and that very much is the fun side of ambassadors that I enjoyed. It was the kind of like the regular event hosting for ambassadors. I never could really commit the time to, unfortunately.
yeah. It's understandable to be fair.
Yeah,
I think towards the end there were only like 2 members, weren't there?
yeah, I
The
think
end.
so.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean it takes a lot of effort, because like you got to spend time on other servers and like you're, supposed to be in contact with people, just kind
yeah,
of forging those relationships. But it was always a really great way to learn about other clans and sort of,
mm,
bring that back to us. So
yeah. I mean, it's always a thing that members can just do really anyway. Like you say, you can bounce through different clans. You can, I mean, any member can host an event. You don't have to be an event planner or anything. You can organise an event, and if you do that, you can obviously go on and invite other clans to it and stuff like that. So it is something that you can
yeah,
still do. It's just not quite as, I guess,
formal.
formal.
Yeah,
Or like, you don't have to like record it. I think that was another thing was you have to like record how many events you posted with other clans and stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't have to do that or anything now. So, but it is something anybody can do. Anyone can set up an event and invite. For example, like you say, you mentioned obviously KR and Eclipse and Revelation. Anyone can invite any of them to event
Yeah,
if they
definitely.
wanted to. So it's kind of still there. It's just sort of like you're
yeah, it's
saying,
less structured. Yeah,
exactly, yeah. Which is still nice. Just a bit like arts and stuff. It's still there. You can create art and stuff. No one's stopping anyone. It's just there's no club for it.
yeah,
So, but yeah.
I've always wanted to like. So if I ever hosted an event, and I nearly hosted it once, right? I don't think I could get enough people to come on for a reason. I think I remember last summer was like a really quiet period of time. Activity was sort of low for everyone. Anyway,
Mm.
like topside tussle, or it's kind of like there's a map. I forget what it's called. It's like a Jedi temple map, but
Mm.
walkway that's really high off the ground. And yeah, it's quite difficult. You can only but you can get up there by like force jumping to like maximum height and strafing and stuff. But like the rules were like you had to throw each other off the walkway at the top.
I don't think that.
At the bottom, I think Di or Malgus or someone had spawned in NPC disarms, like 3 or 4 disarms on the floor, so like to stop you from like hiding on the ground, so you constantly forced you up onto the walkway to be thrown down and killed by them.
That sounds like a lot of fun to be fair. I don't
We
think
had
that.
like full admin, I could go on there and technically spawn the disarms as well. And, yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
really fun. Try and look at the logs for it.
Yeah, that's not something I've ever played. It does sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was good.
What are you giggling at? He's always giggling.
Nah,
I just think I'm like really
it's-
sarcastic.
nah. I'm just reading something else.
Not even paying attention to us. How rude. It's just. But yeah. There's a lot of things that general members can do now, which is. If you're interested in doing anything, just ask. And you never know.
What do we think about? So this year do we get another Star Wars film at the end of this year?
Yes. Think so.
I
Yeah.
think it's this year. Yeah.
Has that been discussed in the podcast yet? Like reaction to that trailer? Was that in the last podcast?
Not fully.
We covered it with Star Wars Celebration, I believe.
Briefly on Star Wars Celebration, I think, yeah. What did you guys think then? You three.
Well, I really liked it, but my question was really, so following that film coming out, do you think that might cause another spike in activity in
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
More than likely. It didn't really after The Last Jedi.
I thought not.
But
I mean, technically, that's when I came on afterwards, technically. But yeah, I know what you mean.
you like The Last Jedi, don't you?
Oh,
I hate that movie so much.
it's just not a Star Wars film, in my
Like,
opinion. It's
I
so
loathe
bad.
that movie. Like, I've never left a
Yeah.
theater from watching something in that movie.
Oh, do you, there were this time, right, we went to see, obviously it was like a whole big thing and everything with the first one of the new trilogy and everything, and I'd got tickets, and it was me, Doctor's dad, and Doctor's one of his sisters. We went to see it in the film, and I've known even, oh my god, the fact that Doctor came out of the cinema raging and shouted to the line of people that could hear him when we walked out about raging about how Han Solo died.
I didn't
Really?
shout it. Come on. Now.
People could hear you. You said it fairly loudly. You didn't shout it, but you said it fairly loudly. And people did turn their heads. And they were waiting to get him. It was so
They
mad.
weren't listening.
I didn't realise you were that mad at that point. I mean, yeah, it's a crappy moment, I guess.
He was just mad at the whole film. He was mad at Disney.
Yeah, it didn't really feel like Star Wars to me. Other people say it feels like it to them, but to me, it's just.
The first one feels like a Star Wars one because it kind of feels like an absolute rip-off of A New Hope in that nearly everything kind of happened. You know, I don't know. There's so many. It's the same story again. Big Death Star must destroy it.
Yeah.
I wasn't amazed by the first one, and then the Last Jedi to me is just it's so bad. I just think it's shocking. But
I didn't particularly like The Last Jedi.
I have the same feelings with like Game of Thrones though, because like so invested in the fandom and the lore behind all of it that I'll obviously go and see. I haven't got huge hopes for it because surely it's just going to be undoing everything and did in his film, which undid everything from the last. You know, it's like an undo of an undo. I just think.
Well, it's like with JJ, it's like with episode 7, he played it like super safe, right? And you kind of already talked about that, like with the sort of regurgitation of like, I kind of want to just like tell the same archetype for these characters, and then like just kind of be like, it's good enough that like it'll get people interested in Star Wars again, but not so great that it's like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then episode 8 took some risks, but I don't know, to me personally, it just wasn't a good movie, like, at all. And then, like, it's like, with JJ coming back for 9, I think it's going to be better than 8, and I think it'll probably go back to the episode 7 type of thing of, like, it feels safe, right? So, like, you'll enjoy it, you watch it in the theater, but you don't walk away going, like, wow, like, I love that movie, that impacted me.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see much is Emperor Palpatine going to be involved, included, whatever, because we get that laugh at the end of the. But then to me, it just seems like putting him in because Snoke was killed in the last one, so
Which was the stupidest thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Absolutely.
because here's the problem with Star Wars is essentially it's just regurgitating the same story with like either some of the same characters or just like reimagining some of those characters. And like Snoke was really interesting because he was a new villain. But like the fact to me of just like, yeah, we're gonna bring Snoke back. I mean not Snoke, Palpatine back is just like, really? Like I don't even care about this guy anymore. You know, like I've already seen him, I've already seen his story, like it's old. Like let's move on to something else. Tell something new. Which is why I was excited for like the spin-off stuff with like the other characters, because it was like, yeah, tell me like new and interesting stories. Like I don't want to see the same thing where it's like, I grew up and I didn't know my parents, and then I just happened to be force sensitive, and now I'm a jet. Like it's just like, how many times are we gonna tell this story?
I thought like because we knew from the trailers that Luke was on the island that was supposedly where like the first Jedi were either had like, or their ideas were written, or whatever it is, the Jedi Bibles, whatever they are. That was like the Jedi's original base or whatever. And like, they just didn't even touch on it. They were like, oh yeah, it's an ancient Jedi island, whatever.
I thought they were going to do some Grey Jedi stuff, which would have been interesting. Sort of like, kind of like it's the gray area, right? Where it's like, maybe everything that the Sith do isn't so terrible. But like, I still think we should do good stuff, not like all bad stuff. So it's like, I think towing that line's a lot more interesting. And that whole scene with like the training of Rey on that island was really cool, and I really like thought that was really well done. It's just like there's a lot of stuff in that movie that's just like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also like over 3 days or whatever. Whereas the established law is they used to take children from age like 4.
Yeah.
Take them 20 years to even be considered like.
Oh, they did. Yeah, they didn't even want to take. Was it? I don't remember. Was it Anakin or Luke, because he was too old?
Yeah.
Yeah, Anakin. Yeah.
It wasn't. It was only. They only took him because they knew he was like way
one.
more force sensitive than everyone else. Like they hadn't seen something like him before.
I thought it was more because of. Oh wait, no, because Yoda said it wasn't Qui-Gon's wishes. It was. What Great Yoda said now? Agree with you, the council does something about Qui-Gon's defiance of sensing you, or something. I'm pretty sure he said it wasn't because of Qui-Gon, it was just because, I don't know, the council agreed to it.
Yeah, I don't really remember, but
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like in the end, if you're a fan of something long enough, and you kind of brought this up with Game of Thrones, like you'll eventually find something you don't like, right? Like something will let you down just because it's been around for so long.
Yeah.
And it's tough because like with Game of Thrones, it's like if you don't like the last season, you feel like you've invested 7 years of your life in something or longer, and like it feels like a letdown to you because it's like I've given like my time to this, and to not have the payoff that I want is frustrating.
That is the current issue. I think that I even know people with that have always been very forgiving, and the first 3 episodes of this season or whatever, and even a lot of people that were originally on the side for this season have against it. But that's a whole other can of work. I still think things like Star Wars and Game of Thrones, a lot of it can still look pretty when you go and see it, but I guess the writing, it's very rare for writers to get anything that 100% or 90%, 80%, whatever.
There's always going to be people that aren't happy with it. Like they can't please everyone. That I think that's that's sort of, I guess, forgotten by some people, is that writers can't always please everybody. But things like with Star Wars and that, like I'm pretty sure they hadn't pleased anybody. So
I can't remember how old I was when Phantom Menace came out, but I must have been like 8, maybe even younger. I'm trying to think what year. I don't know what year it came out, but I was born in '92, so
yeah.
Whatever year it came out, I went to sit in the cinema with Mum and Dad, and I thought, like, oh my god, this is like the best thing ever. There's a guy quite evil, and he has a double-sided lightsaber, and I remember. And then when you're this age and you go and look at, like, some fans hate the Phantom Menace just because of Jar Jar Binks or whatever. But
I will never hear a bad word about my Jar Jar.
I agree.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
I want to know is like if a lot of us here don't like, do people with like 5 and 7-year-olds, do their 5 and 7-year-olds really love this trilogy? Is it like amazing for them to go and see? That's what I'd be interested to know. I haven't heard anything.
Well, I think like it's kind of like Rose said, where it's like you can't please everybody, And I think when it comes to like Star Wars, for example, I think it kind of goes back to what you said, which is like when you're that young, you kind of just get caught up in like the glamour of the film and not really the story. Like you're like, oh my god, lightsabers, action, flying pilots, like that's all really cool to you. But when you get older and you start to like care more about the story, you don't really let that stuff like visually affect you as much. That's when you sort of are like, well, maybe this is a lot more shallow than I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, I pretty much like the episode 8 actually because I'm just in that night state of mind, and like I'm just here. I don't follow the plot as much in depth as most people do. I'm just here for, like this lightsaber's fire. You know, just what Star Wars to me is in general just Star Wars, which is like spaceships and space battle and stuff like that. Like I just don't get as invested in the story as many other people do. So I actually liked episode 7 and 8.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. That's just not as driven to the stories.
Yeah. I
See,
think that's a good
What?
way to be honest with you, because it kind of prevents a lot of anger and
Yeah,
bad
I just
feelings.
don't care about what people are angry about in the film.
Yeah. The thing, I quite liked episode 7. Like, I had no beef with it.
Yeah, like I said, I was fine with 7. I just thought it was very like Claire said, it's very safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
I personally, the biggest takeaways from 7 I really liked Kylo Ren, and I really wanted to know who the Knights of Ren were. Like, I really wanted to see who these new dark and Snoke. I wanted to see who all these new dark Jedi were. And what are their abilities? What can they do? So I was only disappointed with 8 because we didn't see any of that. Snoke dies, and then there are no Knights of Ren. So maybe this next one will be. Maybe you'll see all of that in it explained.
Yeah, we can only hope. Well, it's almost been... How long's that timer on?
An hour and 51 minutes.
Fucking hell.
Have
You've
fun.
got quality guests.
I know.
You know.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
the
know.
best guess. That's what you really mean.
well, exactly.
Clear choices.
Exact.
Clear
See?
choice.
See?
Well, I think
Nudge, nudge.
we'll wrap up podcast there. So thank you, Clear and LoneStar, for joining us.
Of course.
And
Yeah.
thank you, Wolfie and Doctor, for being here as usual. Thank you for me for just being me.
Where else would we be?
Oh, exactly. Thank you,
Expect
guys.
my, podcast application in the next coming weeks, I'd expect, and
Why not?
Application. I thought I was just a member. I didn't know I had to apply.
It's pretty much how it works. If we just
Yeah.
go, so do you want to join? No. Wolfie knows. It happened to him.
Be a guest one day, and then the next thing you just a permanent member.
Then you're just a member, yeah. It's pretty much how it worked for me as well. I got thrown and I didn't even know. I was just put on as a member and I was just here. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was much the same.
Yeah. Although I knew about you because Diab asked me for you. I was like, yeah, get him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next thing you know, you'll be hosting it.
I know.
Find out right before a doctor just goes, yeah, you're hosting this one, just so you know.
I'll just,
Fight with me.
what I'll do is I'll
Hope
just
you-
pull a hyper and just, recruit 2 captains and then be like, bye boys, good luck.
Retired!
Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you everybody for listening. We don't have an outro. This usually ends badly, so
London's trash.
piss off, guys.
America rules!
No.
Yeah,
Just kidding, it doesn't. It really doesn't. I take that back.
Okay.
And Lynch Lone Star. Lynch Lone Star. There you go.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Lynch
no.
Lone Star.
That's how we
That's
wrap
not
up.
I just stopped there. Just Lynch Lone Star.
Yeah.
Done.